Reinventing the wheel. A montage of vehicles flashes on screen. Coverage of the biggest stakes event in the world continues. Gasoline car, long in the lead, faces competition for the title of Dominant Form of Transportation. Stay tuned for analysis of the conveyance contenders. Heat warps images of racing as sports commentators bloviate. Gasoline car is flagging. Electric car is gaining. Can electric car overtake gasoline car? Gasoline car has been in the race for so long it cannot hold up against modern competitors. Rumors of its impending retirement abound. This beast is running out of energy. Health concerns keep piling up, and congestion continues to slow gasoline car down. Not to mention the costs of keeping gasoline car in the race remain exorbitant. Refined feed, greedy acreage requirements, pricey equipment. Continued funding is simply not sustainable, and no one wants to pony up to cover its destruction of the racetrack. Gasoline car is losing sponsors. Here comes electric car trying to squeeze into the lead and into fans' hearts. Electric car hopes to duplicate gasoline car's success by stealing its game plan while pursuing a cleaner performance. But electric car means major costs for management, merely to deliver the same fan experience. Perhaps automated car has what it takes to become champion once it finishes its long training regimen. Underground car has plans to go deep to overcome congestion. Flying car has a lofty strategy to deal with traffic, but is yet to take off. Shared car remains stop and go. Look close and you might find tiny car trying to be taken seriously. What about the non-automobile breeds? Non-automobile breeds continue to be sidelined. However, if they have their way, officials will change the rules to limit what they deem unfair practices of intimidation and interference from automobile kind. Thus, we could soon see more from walking person, person on bicycle, and those contraptions that look fun to ride. However, my attention remains on the rivalry between gasoline car and electric car. Meanwhile, fans like me hope for something unexpected, perhaps even a comeback of Efficient Train. The program switches from footage of the event to the commentators in flashy attire back at the studio. A new kind of competitor taking the lead would not be the first big upset in this sport. Once, horse and buggy, mule and cart, and oxen and plow dominated this competition. In that era, fans thought beasts of burden breeds would lead forever. Back then, fans just wanted a faster horse. Many assumed careful breeding, adjustments to feeding formulas, and advances in genetic engineering could create a better horse. Supporters of advanced horse were back in the wrong horse. Monster horses could have been harder to control, required more food, and possibly produced stinkier manure. Yet a multi-horse-powered horse would still have been puny compared to the level of performance we now enjoy that doesn't involve horses at all. Now the race is on to improve horseless breeds. Could an infusion of computer power create an advanced automobile? Everyone should get off their high horses and dream beyond horseless. Computers in automobiles might not be the way to go. Think about computers in a different competition. Communication. Could computers help telegraph operators speed up typing Morse code? Absolutely! But computers revolutionize communication in new ways. What could computers do for transportation if left to run wild? To the pundits who say we don't need to reinvent the wheel, I say humanity has been reinventing the wheel since inventing the wheel. Logs became discs on axles. Discs evolved into rims with spokes. Tires enveloped rims. Tank treads conquered mud. I've seen wheels that ain't round. Dynamic wheels are in the works, and I sure am excited for what's next. So what's it going to be? The fan favorite electric car? The heavily sponsored automated car? Or something new? It's time for some horsing around. In this segment brought to you by our sponsor, let's hear ideas off the beaten track. The screen splits to add a live video stream. Caller, you're on the air. What's your take on the future of this sport? I've been rooting for automated car. It got me thinking, if you're going to go driverless, why not go passengerless? Streamline vehicles for deliveries and pickups. Make tiny automated vehicles to ease congestion and reduce emissions. Caller, I agree. Owners won't want to accompany automated vehicles for chores. And I agree, a trunk on wheels could perform many chores. But I don't think drivers will accept a lot of little vehicles in their way. Pedestrians won't welcome such hazards on sidewalks, and relegating them to the bike lanes means cyclists will demand more bike lanes. There just isn't road space for more vehicles. Would mobile trunks even need roads? Put them in underground tunnels. That would be cheaper than tunnels for cars, which some cities are already building. Tunnels for trunks would simplify automation and support electrification. A fleet of vehicles could serve a population a bit like efficient trains. Folks might use public transport if they don't have to take it. I love new ideas from fans. This concept combines the advantages of electric car, automated car, tiny car, underground car, and even shared car. Yet it is not actually a car as we understand it today. What an exciting vehicle for change. Don't put the cart ahead of the horse. Caller, I don't think you've thought this through. What technology could possibly control such complex maneuvers? Internet? Whoa, hold your horses. Say again. Internet already manages massive quantities of data packets. It could direct actual packages. I doubt internet transport has a sporting chance. Such a playbook is unwritten and untested. Nonsense! We could be looking at a whole new ballgame. This race could become a team sport, with internet transport and non-automobile transportation working together. Technology keeps galloping along, and for all I know, it's time to change horses. Thank you for reading this chapter on transportation with me. My name is Jennifer Adamson. I am the author of The Next Internet, A Climate Solution. Please let me know if this chapter got you thinking about transportation options. You may have some questions about how this technology works, or how is it going to be installed. This is just one chapter in a long book. The next chapter after this one is about infrastructure in the style of a TV documentary. Please consider subscribing if you're interested in this idea and want more content like this.